Good morning, everybody. This is Heijin Lee. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you might be in the world. I would like to present a morning update for Bitcoin, and here is a clean chart, daily chart. Sure enough, as I said last night, that Bitcoin Elliott Wave analysis shows that all-time new highs are dead ahead. This was my analysis last night. But I like to usually start with a clean chart, and it's a pain in the butt at times to restart everything, but it's a good exercise. You might want to try it. Just get rid of it all and restart the labels. Now I want to go and zoom in. Let's go to 4 hours. There you go. I want to take you through so this was ABC as I labeled it. I also labeled this as the A, B, C to be here. Then I also said, because this is three wave-ish, this is A, another three wave-ish B, and I said that this here are really subwaves of higher degree. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This is pretty much where we left off last night. Now if you look at this wave 3, count the subwaves of this wave 3. Okay. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4. We were here last night. 5. It's just screaming up. And I think here 5 will be extended. It is very common, especially to see that in the daily cycle, daily degree of cycle, for wave 5 to be extended. Now, how far will wave 5 go? I guess there's the next question. 5 of 3, that is. Oh no. Because after 3, it'll be 4 and 5. So if you want to zoom in on this, so we have 4, 3, ABC, expanded flat, which is always pretty cool. I really like expanded flats because it's so common. it's a personality attribute of cryptos. Come on, you. There you go. And then we have 5 going on. So we have, last night I said 1, 2, 1, 2. Sure enough, I got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 1, 2, 3. And it can be counted like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Submicro. So 1, 2, and this wave 3 can be counted as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Minuscule. So I think 3 is almost done. 3 of 5 of that 3. So it's going to progress. And we may go to 5346 or so, let's say. Then it'll correct back to maybe it'll dip down to a little bit below 5,000. Okay. So here I'm putting it at around 5,500 or so. Where is it? 5450-ish. And it could exceed that. I know. It can exceed it. And the targets that I had put in, it's going to get really messy now with all the sublabels, but the target that I had put in was using, we saw a Fibonacci retracement. The whole thing was retraced, and now it has exceeded with new all-time highs. We were expecting that, and then we were thinking, how high could it further retrace? And if so, at $54.08. Next one will be 56.96 for 0.1.38 to retrace. Okay. It varies. The exact dollar amount may not match what I did last night because we're exactly at precision place the beginning and ending of the retracement equivalent to the 100% retrace can have slight variations. So don't peg me to that. 1.236 could be 5469, which is about where I put the 5. 1.382 could be 5760. And once we're at 5760, I'm going to be scratching my head thinking that's way too high for an expanded flat. That's where I'm going to be rethinking my position. And I'll discuss more into that later. But 5500 area will be, I'm not going to say the line in the sand, but it'll be pretty significant for me from a Fibonacci point of view. Now, I also wanted to share the following. I've been cogitating this morning when I got up, thinking, and if you remember the, oh yes, the jaws of wealth that I've been putting up. If you recall this, the longer term, this is broadening pattern. And I've also consistently said that there are different labels that can be placed, but the destination is the same. There are different paths. Like Buddha says, all paths lead to enlightenment. Even those who are murderers or criminals or go out of their way to hurt people, even their path will lead to enlightenment. Although it just isn't in the same pathway as you might be in or another might be on. So I have here multiple paths that I've outlined towards the same destination for Bitcoin here. I'm not saying Bitcoin is going to enlightenment. No, I'm just giving that as an analogy. A lot of the Elliott waivers were thinking, okay, this is ABC. It's going to go straight down. Boom. And I didn't agree with that. And they probably thought, well, it never touched the bottom here. So it's got to touch the bottom one way or another. Okay. So I thought, and I still have my primary thinking on, is an A, B, we've now exceeded the prior top with new all-time highs. And at 5,300 or so, it'll decline and maybe overshoot this long-term support as a bullish wick. Okay. So this around, let's say 5,600 will give me the ABC expanded flat. It'll look like A, B, C. Okay. And still the path will be to that 7,000, 8,000, 9,000 range I've been harping about for about a month now, I think. Here you go. This is a longer term chart I had shared with you. And it has target of around 9,000-ish. 5 or 5 or 5. Okay. Get rid of this. And that would have given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 purple. And that is where this is landing us. The reason why I always use Elliott wave and chart pattern is because of this. It gives confirmatory assessments, visual assessments, pattern assessments to the count. Now, if we look, as we discussed the purple, same trajectory approximately. The red, which is my primary count, same trajectory. Now let's look at these. I think that's the blue. Has the same trajectory, pretty close to it. And this would give a very interesting count where if we hit 6,000 or a little higher, from there will be the significant correction. Maybe this too will have a bullish wick. It goes sub 3,000, I don't know. But one way or another, it touched the top, touched the bottom, touched the top, didn't touch the bottom. It might touch the top one more time, but it needs to also most likely touch the bottom somewhere here. So this is my bigger along midterm picture, so to speak. Trying to see what pathway Bitcoin price pathway could take. I believe the MACD has enough mojo to take it down now. Could go higher and still have more mojo to take it down if it needs to. So I'm giving this an ABC scenario. Oh, just not to confuse with the count. The purple has been discounted, has been invalidated, I believe. And the purple required that an all-time high not be made. So we have two more possibilities. And what is the next probable, in my opinion, is all-time high has been made, and yet it'll go to at around 5,500, 5,450 or so, and then turn. Because from a Fibonacci point of view, that is a significant area for me. If it blasts through that, the next significant Fibonacci area will be around 6,000. 5,600 and then 6,000-ish. And at that point, that's where the resistance line resides, and it'll probably get repelled. One way or another, this lower support line will most likely be touched. It didn't touch here. It would have been nice if it touched here. Okay. And then went that way. That was my very early assessment. But that's been invalidated too. So I hope this makes sense to you. I still call it the jaws of wealth, because once it touches and corrects, this is a delicious buying opportunity right here. From 3,000 or sub 3,000 to 9,000-ish is a massive profit potential. Now, one thing I didn't show here, I could just blast through, scream through, and I have considered that. But even Bitcoin must obey trends most often. Okay. The other invalidation has been get rid of these. Is the potential of a double top. it has exceeded the prior top way too high. So the double top is out of the picture. Okay. Expanded flat is still in the picture. Let's see what happens. I hope I have earned the right to ask you for your upvote, because I hope this video analysis has been informative for you and helpful to perhaps augment your due diligence. So if you would consider upvoting, following, and resteaming, I would be very grateful. Thank you and have a great day.